Welcome back to Breakfast. Now, earlier we spoke to Christchurch cancer patient Jane Edgerton, who has been paying $300 a day for a hugely expensive drug in a bid to stay alive. Now, her top-of-the-range health insurance policy didn't cover any of those costs, a situation facing many New Zealanders who are dealing with an unexpected health crisis. So here with her advice on medical insurance policies is founding director of the insurance clinic, Stephanie Wiki. Good morning to you, Stephanie.
Good morning, Pippa.
How common is Jane's case?
It's actually really common, unfortunately. What happens is there's a list of MedSafe approved drugs, so those drugs are medically safe for a certain condition. And then we have another list, which is our Pharmac approved list. So these are where the drugs are actually funded by Pharmac and we can have them, you know, and they're free to us. The problem is that the list of MedSafe approved drugs is, you know, this long, and the list of Pharmac approved is this long. So it's a real concern, and we have heard a lot in the, you know, through the media about the Herceptin issue. Well, we know that's now funded, but there are so many other drugs that oncologists or other specialists or doctors want to prescribe for their patients and just are not able to because the funding's not there. Because
they can't afford to. Jane had pretty extensive health insurance. She said herself she didn't really read the fine print, which would have told her that any drug that wasn't funded by Pharmac wouldn't be funded by her insurance. I mean, a lot of us don't read the fine print, I guess, do we?
No. Unfortunately, in Jane's situation, that is really common. So what happens is they clearly state in the policy documents whether or not your policy does cover these non-Pharmac approved drugs. Now, 9 out of 10 of the companies that we use here in New Zealand don't actually cover those drugs. At the moment, if you're taking out a new policy, there is only one company that will fund the non-Pharmac approved drugs that are available to us.
And who is that?
That's ING Life.
ING Life. So why do ING Life do it? I mean, are their premiums much more expensive than the other insurers?
No, not at all, Pippa. And that's the thing. I think what it is a lot of people think, oh, well, it's going to cost them a lot more. That's not the case. The premiums are right on par with everybody else, so there is no reason that people shouldn't be looking, you know, to have a far superior policy than what they've currently got. A few years ago, I talked to the managing director of ING Life and I asked her, what is the reason that you guys fund it and no one else does? And her answer was that we are a life insurance company first and foremost, and we're here to keep our patients or our clients alive. So I thought that was quite, you know, on a business side, it's probably quite true, but, you know, people just need to be wary that a lot of their policies will not be funding these types of drugs, and it's not until it's too late. You know, and you can't get out of a policy once you're ill.
So be aware of exactly what is covered. Stephanie, thanks very much for joining us this morning. There's Stephanie Wiki from the Insurance Clinic.